What's up, everybody? First of all, this shadow sucks. I'm just letting you know. I apologize. We try to do everything we can with the lighting, so forgive me. But I want to explain the compensation plan here at Direct Cellars. There seems to be some confusion on this, and I want to try to make it as clear as I can. There's 4 different ways that we're paid. Okay, the first thing I don't think I need to draw out because it's very, very simple, so you can ignore the shadow. It's a fast start bonus. Okay, so when you sign up a new business partner, you're getting 50% commissions off of that. So if you sign someone up at the $250 level, you're getting $125. It's 50%. Or if you sign someone at the $500 level, you're getting $250. So a lot of our upfront money in this business comes from, the initial fast start bonuses from when you're signing up new reps. So that's the first way. So you understand that. The second thing is the dual team bonus, okay? And I do want to explain this for a minute. So, okay, let's say this is you, for example. And let's say you bring in someone named Dan. And let's say you bring in someone named Heather. It won't fit in the circle. So anyways, so you have Dan and Heather. You have a right team and a left team. That's all you have in the dual team. That's why it's called a dual team. So you have 2. So let's say if you bring in a third person, what are you going to do? Because you only have 2 teams, right? Where are you going to put it? Let's say you sponsor Sherry. So where would Sherry go? Well, you can either choose your right or left, but let's say you chose your right, and Sherry would fall under Dan. And Dan would be like, thanks, I have someone in my business. That's awesome. Because that's called spillover. Because there's only 2 places where you can put someone. So Dan is also getting credit for Sherry's volume that's generated. Now let's just say this goes out a little bit and Sherry puts someone in, Heather puts someone in, and they put someone in, and this starts expanding out a little bit. So let's say, for the example, that we're paid weekly, by the way. On all ways that we're paid, we are paid weekly, just so you understand. It's very simple. Now, let's say in this dual team example that on this leg, on Dan's team and your right team, let's say if you have 1,200 in volume for that week. Let's say you have 900 in volume in your left team. They're slacking a little bit. They're a little bit less. Heather isn't as much of a rock star as Dan. So now you get anywhere from 6 to 20% commission rate based off of your rank. And you can look at the PDF for that. That'll explain exactly how that works. But it starts when you put in 2 people here at 6, all the way down to when you put in 9 people, you max it out at 20%. So let's say you max it out. You have 9 people in yourself, for example, for this example. So you have 20% commission rate. You're getting 20% of 900, which that is $180. And you can get out your calculators if you don't believe me. But anyway, so you earn $180 based off of that volume, off of this particular dual team bonus for the week. So what happens is the computer software will say, okay, you've been paid on this, so we're going to deduct 900 and start you off at 0 for the next week. It's going to deduct 900 from this side too, which means you have 300 in volume carried over into the next week. So you're starting off with 300 in your right team for the next week. So that's how that portion works. By the way, that dual team example I just erased off the board, I want to make sure this is clear. That volume accumulates to infinity. So if you have someone 500 levels deep and they purchase and you get, say, 125 volume for that, for them signing up, that accumulates, that adds. So it doesn't matter. There's no limit to the amount of depth to where that volume accumulates for you in the dual team. So I hope that's clear. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that when I was giving that example. Now, the third way that we're paid, and for some reason, a lot of people have confusion on this. So it's called the unilevel bonus, okay? This is the third way that we're paid, the unilevel. This has absolutely nothing to do with the fast start or the dual team. The computer software system that calculates the unilevel has no idea that the dual team even exists. So forget that even happens, okay? So let's say this is you, okay? So for each person that you bring in, it goes on your front line of your unilevel. And we use the example of 9 before because that's what caps you out as the dual team. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what happens is you might say, why would I ever want to get more than 9 people? What would motivate me to do that? If 9 caps me out at 20% for the dual team, why would I ever want to get more than 9? This is really brilliant because there's like motivation for you to continue to get more than 9 people. On the unilevel, you can get as many people as you want. They all go on your front line. There's no such thing as spillover. Remember in the dual team, I said you have the 2 teams and then after that it starts falling under, someone that you put in. That's called spillover. Well, again, forget that exists for the purposes of the unilevel because you can have unlimited width on your unilevel. It all goes in your front line. And the way this works is you get 10% commission off of all of your frontline volume. It doesn't matter if they're a customer or a business partner or whatever. You're getting 10% of everyone's volume. Now, whatever genealogical trees develop from your front line, let's say, I think we use the example of Dan. Let's say this is Dan. Okay, let's say if Dan goes out and brings 3 people in. This is the second level here. So, whoever brings in people for this second level underneath your first, you're getting a 5% commission off your second and your third level. So no matter, what generates from here, whatever kind of genealogy comes out of your second line, say this person brings in a couple, you're getting 5% off of all of your second and third level volume. So that's the way that works. And again, this doesn't matter if it's customer volume or if it's business partner volume. It is irrelevant. Now, let's say if someone says, okay, I'm having a wine tasting at my house. I need to reorder wine. And they order a case of wine for $150. And let's say if you get 75 business volume for that. Well, you're being paid that percentage on that 75 BV, even from all the reorders and from the monthly auto program reorders. So all customer volume, all business partner volume, whether it's their ongoing monthly order, customer volume, reorders for additional cases, whatever the case might be, all the volume that's generated from that, you're getting that 10%, 5%, 5%. Now this pays through 9 levels deep. So, eventually this becomes an enormous number. As it goes down through 9 generations, you have a ton of business partners and a ton of customers throughout your unilevel. So the way it works is you get 10% on your first line, 5% on your second and third. You get 4% on your fourth and fifth. You get 3% on your sixth and seventh. And you get 2% on your eighth and your ninth. So as this all continues to develop, 9 levels deep, you're getting paid these these percentages based on which level they fall in, no matter if it's like the map volume, or if it's the reorder volume or customer volume or whatever it is. So that's how this works. It works completely independently of the fast start and of the dual team. It has nothing to do with it. This is an entity in and of itself. So that's how that works. Okay, so for the fourth way that we're paid, it's a check match. It's a 4-generation check match that we're paid. And we are matched based off of the dual team pay and the unilevel pay. So let's say if someone's total weekly check, we are paid weekly here, by the way. If you don't know that, we're paid every week, and always that we earn money, we're paid weekly. None of it is bi-weekly or monthly or any of that. So it's very simple. So we're paid for everything weekly. But let's say that someone earns $1,200 for the week. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep the numbers even. So let's say someone earns $1,200. But let's say, 250 of that was from the fast start. And let's say that, 100 of it was from their matching bonus. Okay. So that means they earned $850 between their dual team pay, and they earned $850 with the unilevel. So, between the dual team and the unilevel, they earned $850. So it's a 4-generation check match. So very simple. The way the percentages work is you get 10% check match on your first level, 5% on your second, 4% on your third, and 3% on your fourth. The percentage of check match that you earn is based off of what your person has earned in the dual team and the unilevel. It's not based off their entire check, just so you understand that. So whatever they earn off the fast start or their matching bonus, that's what they earn. You don't get a match of that. You get a check match based off what they have earned from their dual team and from their unilevel. So remember Dan. We brought in Dan, right? Let's say Dan earned $850 from the dual team and unilevel. Since he is on your first level because you brought him in, you made $85 as a check match bonus from Dan because you've helped him to build his team. So you deserve that. Now, let's say if Dan brought in Stacy. Okay. So let's say Stacy is in and Dan brought him in. And let's say Stacy earned $500 this week from her dual team and unilevel. Not her overall check, but that's the portion of her check that she earned from her dual team and her unilevel. You get a 5% matching bonus on that. So 5% of $500 would be $25. Anyone Stacy brings in, you get a 4% check match of their dual team and unilevel. And then anyone that person brings in, which would be on your fourth level, you get a 3% check match of their dual team and their unilevel. So you have an incentive to help people in your depth. You want to help people that, that not only you bring in, but who they bring in and who they bring in. It incentivizes you to continue to help them to be profitable because you're getting a check match on all of their volume. And this accumulates rapidly. When you add all this together, it is a very generous compensation plan. So the last thing I want to say, this isn't really a way to earn cash, but it is another part of our compensation plan. So of course, customers are an integral part of any company, including ours. So once you have 3 customers, and a customer can be the $49.95 2-bottle customer or the $79.95 4-bottle customer. It doesn't matter what kind of customer it is. Once you have 3 customers of any sort, you have earned your wine for free. So if by November 30th, you have 3 customers that have placed an order for the month of November, your December wine is free. They do make you pick up a $15 shipping charge, the UPS shipping charge for the wine, because the company says they can't afford to send free wine and pay to ship it. And we don't want them to go broke. So I'm fine with that. I would pay $15 for 4 bottles of wine every day of the month. They would let me. So, but you do pay $15 for the shipping for your 4 bottles of wine. But once you have 3 customers, which is really easy to do in our business, your wine is free except for the $15 shipping charge. So you might ask yourself, why would I ever want to get more than 3 customers, right? What would be the incentive for that? Starting with your 4th customer on, for each customer you get, you earn $20 in what's called DC dollars, okay? And what that means is you can never turn that to cash, but you can use that for either to purchase additional wine, or you can use that to purchase merchandise. If you hit the shopping section in your back office, you'll see there's a ton of merchandise, and they're going to be adding more and more things. or you can order hoodies and socks and hats and all kind of like DC wear, which of course would be to advertise your business or just to wear pajamas. They have everything back there. It's ridiculous. But anyways, for each customer you get from your fourth customer onward, you earn $20 DC dollars. So you can, again, use that for wine, use that for any merchandise or whatever. So that's the way that it is currently. So it does incentivize you to want to do that. And as long as you have at least 3 customers on any given month, your DC dollars continue to accumulate every single month. If you ever fall below 3 active customers for any given month, that's wiped out. You no longer have your DC dollars. So either use it as you accumulate it, or make sure you always have a minimum of 3 active customers if you're trying to accumulate that, so you can buy, a bunch of stuff at the same time. So it's not really a cash portion of our comp plan, but it's worth mentioning, how the customers work and that kind of thing. So that's it. That's the 4 ways that we earn here. The Fast Start commissions, which is just 50% commissions. The dual team commissions, which is based off of new enrollees, new customers, or upgrades. That's where that volume comes from. And then you earn 6 to 20% off of that. Then the unilevel, which pays at 9 levels deep, and that ranges from 10% down to 2%, and that's based off of the continuing monthly orders and your continuing customer orders and any reorders for additional wine. And then, of course, the check matching volume, which is the 10, 5, 4, or 3 for the first, second, third, fourth level. It's a 4-generation check match. Most companies only have a 1-generation check match, by the way. This is very generous that they do a 4-generation check match. So you are incentivized, again, to continue helping people in depth in your company. And then finally, of course, the customer bonus, to where once you get 3 customers, because not everyone is going to want to build a business. Not everyone is entrepreneurial like you and me. Not everyone's going to want to do that. But there's going to be a whole bunch of people that do want to enjoy our awesome premium wine coming from these small batch wineries from all over the world. So you will have customers. And once you have 3, you earn your wine for free. And the future incentive for anything above and beyond the 3 customers, starting with your 4th customer onward, is you earn 20 DC dollars that you can use for merchandise or additional wine for each customer after that. And that's about it. It's that simple. Don't know what else to tell you. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be happy to clarify anything for you. Thanks.